And the
Terrific job.
next is the ghostly poet, Casper.
Casper, the
The
ghostly poet.
ghostess with the mostest. Overlord says, I love a good ramble. Favorite style.
Excellent. Okay, so here we go with
Yes,
Casper's
Casper's.
Casper, the ghostly poet with Matchstick. Hey, yo, pass the stew. I'ma stir it up with my screws. Mine's loose. Cut some more strings because that's what's helping you lose. Yeah, strike a fuse. Bet on a muse. Gain another bruise. Cruise and give 'em all the new news while dropping off and then hitting snooze. Land is where my feet are. I don't want to think subpar. Golf course, your own 101 hole war. Build it, break it, build it, break it. Lose it, create it, lose it, create it. Fix it, fix it, fix it. Make it, but don't take it. Don't fake it till you make it. That kind of poor advice will not guide you to it. A heart ready for it. Casper loves his weird intensity, doesn't it? Not weird intensely, it's weirdly intense, even though it seems kind of playful. But I mean, he has a keen edge of darkness to a lot of his pieces.
He does. He talks about, he explores his mind a lot in his poetry and explores his emotional state and thoughts a lot in his poetry and things that go on in his life, which I think he hits really good. And
For sure.
he,
There's always a deep emotional attachment to a lot of what he talks about.
yes, and he likes to bring in the rhythm like music, like on that second page where it's like build it, break it, build it, break it, lose it, create it, lose it, create. He likes to come in like songs and hit with that. So I imagine the poetry in his mind is very different than how we sometimes read it, because he always has a rhythm going on. Don't always hit it, but he has it going
Yes.
on, and it's, he builds that, he drapes his poetry in a lot of metaphors and similes and all of that, so that you have to go, oh.
Yes. It's all a little bit twisty turny.
Ash says, hell yeah, good for the ghost. Great job in the crevices through this. Yeah. I like it. I like the way that he used the rhymes to really set that rhythm building until he gets to that second part. And I like the way that he's playing with the reader with each word, kind of spelling out what's going on, but he's being playful in it and kind of almost mocking what's going on. That's how I read it anyway.
Yes, I find it hard to, I often have to take an extra couple of looks at Casper's pieces sometimes. Sometimes they are very blunt and to the point, and sometimes, like you say, they are wrapped in a lot of metaphor.
Yeah, I like the poetry that's always wrapped up in a lot of metaphor, because I find that it strokes my inquisitiveness more. I don't like being told, here, think this. This is a red pen in a blue box on a brown table that's scribbling. That doesn't give my mind anywhere to go.
You get that sort of achievement, like you found something, like you found the meaning that's been wrapped in this. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
really
like that
satisfying.
unwinding of puzzles sort of thing. But
It's
his
the resonating, it's the wavelengths resonating at the same frequency, and then you're dialed in to what's going on.
but then on the last page you kind of start wondering what he's what he's talking about as he goes into the rhythm of the build it, break it, lose it, create it, fix it, fix it, fix it. It's like he's building, building, building. Don't fake it till you make it. What kind of poor? And then the last line, the what kind of poor advice will not guide you to it? Semicolon. A heart ready for it. And that can be such a play on words because that can either be, he's looking for love, life, whatever, or it could literally be, since he's a poet writing on Instagram and puts a lot of stuff up, looking
Hmm.
for that heart, refixing his poems, listening. So you don't know which way to go, or I don't know which way to go with this.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it feels like, building your personal character, and you're building it up. You break it
Yeah,
down, and what it comes down to is not faking it. Be yourself, kind of thing. I
yeah,
feel like there's this message of stop relying on what other people think of you, because you are going to end out with the wrong person, the wrong heart, a heart that isn't ready for you because it didn't know what it was getting.
yeah, yeah. I like that. I actually like that more. Ash
Yeah.
says, I respect the ability to change rhythm to portray tone. Yes. And I
Yes, we
like
know
that.
that.
It's
I
like
know you
opening a
like that.
gift. Yes, I like it too. And Casper does that so well. So this was wonderful. I really like that. I really like it after the build. I like the way he switched to that. There's this manic almost. You can hear it. So I like
Mm,
that.
nicely done, Casper.